Alright guys, Mikey here from Mikey's Iron Rage. And guys, I got a great Mr. Olympia matchup again for use today. And we're going to do it on 2019 Mr. Olympia winner Brandon Curry versus 2011 Mr. Olympia winner Phil the Gift Heath. Now, 2011 to 2019 was 8 years apart from each other. So let's see how or if bodybuilding has changed much in the past 8 years. Because Brandon Curry looked fucking amazing, and so did Phil in 2011 at the Mr. Olympia. So I figured this should make for a great comparison video. And even if Brandon Curry doesn't win, let's see how close he gets to beating one of the best versions of Phil Heath. And I say best versions because 2013 was unbelievable as well. So guys, let's just jump right into this one. And so without any further ado, let's get it on. And we got the first pose of the night, guys, the front relaxed. And I don't know, man, this was a tough one, but when you really look at it, Phil Heath looks a little bit better. Phil Heath's lats might not be flaring out as wide. He doesn't look as wide, but he holds the pose great. I mean, I always loved the way Phil held this pose, so Phil's going to get the first point for the front relaxed. Even his midsection looks pretty tight. His abs are super ripped. That's one thing I got to say about Brandon Curry. His abs were not super ripped here at the 2019 Mr. Olympia. So all in all, Phil Heath is going to get the first point. Alright guys, now we got the ab and thigh, and this was another pretty tough one. I think that Brandon Curry might have a better V-taper in this pose, but Phil's legs look way better. Phil's V-taper's not bad at all. His chest looks nice and big. And then the midsection's ripped. I mean, his abs are really, really deeply cut compared to Brandon Curry, and that's what's going to make me go with Phil Heath in this pose, is those ripped abs. So Phil Heath is going to get the point for the ab and thigh. Now we got the side tricep, guys, and I don't know, man, Brandon Curry was definitely using some kind of sight enhancement oil, some synthol, or whatever the fuck he was using in those triceps and biceps, because they do not look official. They look artificial, if anything. And Phil Heath, he didn't need to use oil. Phil just had a big tricep, nice cut to the tricep, big forearm, and a great silhouette. So Phil Heath's going to get the point for the side tricep. Now we got the front lat spread, guys, and obviously Brandon Curry's going to take this one. I mean, I know Phil Heath is narrow, but my God, is fucking Brandon Curry wide. Brandon Curry might be one of the widest bodybuilders in bodybuilding right now. Then he's got that big chest, and I love the way his chest striates like that. Like Ronnie Coleman, when Ronnie Coleman used to hit the front lat spread, his chest had the striations to it. And then he's got pretty big arms and shoulders in this pose. So all in all, I'm going to go with Brandon Curry. Off to the next pose. And we got the crab most muscular. And if only Brandon Curry was drier. If Brandon Curry was drier, you would see more striations. The muscles would look like they're popping more. So I'm going to go with Phil Heath for sure. 2011 Mr. Olympia Phil Heath probably had one of the best crab most muscular poses I've ever seen. Besides maybe Ronnie Coleman, because Ronnie Coleman has a sick fucking crab most muscular. So all in all, Phil Heath's going to get the point. Now we got the hands clasp most muscular, and this is another one I'm going to give to Phil Heath. I know Brandon Curry's not holding it the conventional way, but this is the only shot I could get on Brandon Curry, and I tell you, if Brandon Curry was holding it the same way as Phil Heath would still beat Brandon Curry in this department. I mean, Phil Heath has one of the best hands clasp most muscular poses in bodybuilding history. He rivals Kevin Levrone, so Phil Heath is going to get the point for sure. Alright guys, now we got the side chest shot. And this was a tough one in a way, because the silhouette looks great on Phil Heath, and the side chest is popping. The arms and shoulders look pretty big, but Brandon Curry's side chest has more striations. Brandon's chest looks bigger. His arms and shoulders look nice and big, so I'm going to go with Brandon Curry. I think Brandon Curry looks a little bit better in this pose. I never liked Phil Heath in this pose. Alright guys, now we got the front double bicep. And I mean, I really should disqualify Brandon Curry from using oil in those fucking biceps. But you know what? We don't know 100% that he was using oil. So I am going to go with Brandon Curry because his arms are a lot bigger than Phil's. But Phil's arms were the biggest in 2011, I tell you that. He's got nice peaky biceps, which he never had after 2011, and a decent V-taper. But but Brandon Curry looks very aesthetic the way he tilts his body to the right like that, so Brandon Curry's going to get the point for sure. All right, guys, now we got the rear latch spread, and I'm going to go with Brandon Curry on this one. Now, if this was 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, especially 2018, I would be going with Phil Heath in this one. Phil Heath looks like he has a fucking piece of armor on his back. Not so much here, but every other year he looked like he had a nice piece of armor on his back. Great hams and glutes, but Brandon's going to get the point. All right, guys, now we get the rear double bicep. And this is the last pose of the night, guys. And, oh, man, I'm going to go with Phil Heath because how can I go against Phil Heath in this pose? He's got an unbelievable rear double bicep pose. I mean, he's got a great lower back, but so does Brandon Curry. Brandon Curry's got a good lower back. He's got thick traps. He's pretty wide. Hams and glutes are okay. He can thicken those up a little bit, but all in all, Phil Heath is definitely going to get the point for the rear double bicep. And Brandon Curry's arms don't look too big in this pose. Phil's neither. Actually, Brandon's look a little bit bigger, but Phil's going to get the point. All right, guys, let's tally up the points here. So if we tally them up, we got Brandon Curry with 6. And we got Phil Heath with 6. And Brandon Curry with 4. And you know what, guys? This was a 2019 Mr. Olympia winner, Brandon Curry, versus 2011 Mr. Olympia winner, Phil Heath. And these are their first Mr. Olympia wins ever. And, I mean, Phil Heath was a little bit better than Brandon Curry. I gotta say, he was a lot more conditioned. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Mikey Strength and Fitness. I did that on purpose. Peace out, guys.